Alright guys, so I know we're in the middle of doing a bunch of Final Fantasy VII Remake content, and there might be a new video later today covering that game, I'm not entirely sure. But this is something that I really wanted to talk about because it shocked the hell out of me. For one, if you didn't know, there was a shooting, like a school shooting on May 7th. If you hadn't heard about it, I wouldn't be surprised because I did not hear about it until I started looking into this stuff for the video. On May 7th, two kids, one 18, one 16, went into the STEM school Highlands Ranch and opened fire on their fellow students, killing one and injuring 8. This kid right here, Kendrick Castillo, was the only student that was killed during the shooting. He died heroically trying to stop the shooters. And from what I gathered, there were other students that also fought back, which is how I think the shooting stopped. Like, I guess a bunch of students just said, fuck it, we're not going to die, and just attack the shooters. The point of all this right here at the beginning is to kind of give you context, catch you up to speed, give you a TLDR in case you don't know of the situation, before we transition into what we're actually here to talk about. So I woke up at about 5 this morning, rolled over to check my phone, look at my notifications, scroll through a little bit of social media before I fall back asleep, and I'd seen on Facebook somebody share a screenshot from a subreddit, a transgender subreddit, discussing the school shooting, and they were just super excited about the fact that the judge referred to one of the shooters as the preferred gender, or preferred pronoun, or whatever the hell it is these days. So right here's a quick screenshot of the Reddit post where they just shared a Yahoo article covering the story. And the title of the Reddit post says, Colorado shooters make first appearance. 16-year-old female to male is called Mr. McKinney by the judge. So for me, right away, this is already like a red flag. Like, why are you sharing this here to brag or talk about this? Because that's what they're transitioning from female to male, so they want to be referred to as a man, as Mr., as he, or whatever the case. So they're like excited, they're happy that the judge referred to this murderer by their preferred pronoun. They're excited about that, and they decided, hey, let's share this. I've seen this story. I'm super excited that they got referred to as Mr., so let me go ahead and share this under that transgender subreddit that I'm a part of. But we'll move on from just the title. If you scroll down, you'll see that the top comment is somebody that initially misinterpreted the story wrong, thinking that the judge referred to one of the shooters by the wrong gender. And they say, such mixed emotions on this one. I will say this much. They aren't likely to have a cooperative prisoner if the judge repeatedly insists upon misgendering. And before we even scroll down to them editing the comment and understanding the situation, who the fuck cares? You're talking about these two kids that went into their school and opened fire on their fellow students, murdering one of them, injuring a bunch of others, and you're worried about the judge misgendering one of these fucking pieces of shit. Look, we've talked a lot about LGBTQ and transgender people on the channel over the past couple of years, but more so in a comedic way, kind of a lighthearted way. We roast some people here and there, but whatever. But my underlying issue with them and why I've always done videos on them is that their gender politics tend to come before everything else in life, everything else in the world, and it's very prevalent here. Like this person right here, and it's not just them, it's pretty much the entire post. They're so up their own asses and excited about this judge referring to this transgender person as Mr., they're not even acknowledging the fucking situation. They killed a kid. They injured a bunch of other kids. Like, how fucking stupid you're so excited talking about some sort of progress and some sort of respect and all this other bullshit. They're fucking murderers. And then we have these two dumbasses. This person says, if he didn't do the shit he did, I'd be rejoicing more. So again, ignoring the issue, the school shooting that happened with this person that you're excited about, but keep on rejoicing over there. Sad that these are the circumstances, but it is great to see someone in authority respecting a younger person's identity. And that's why we're here now talking about this, because this shit just baffles me, man. I understand that they're technically replying to the OP's title, which is the whole subject of this actual post, but still, it's like if I was in this group right here, in this subreddit, and I'd seen this, I'd come in here and be like, I don't give a shit. Like, who the fuck cares? Something like this. Like, even if I was a part of this community, if I was trans, I wouldn't be excited about this. This isn't a W for you guys. This is actually going to set you guys back, because this is a trans person committing a heinous crime, doing a school shooting. There's already a bunch of stuff about trans people being, like, fucked up in the head, chemical imbalance, gender dysphoria, aggressive in nature, things like that, suicidal tendencies, and then now you have a trans person who's a part of a massive school shooting. There's nothing to be proud of here, you fucking idiots. And then when we get down here, we have these people that are super concerned about where this trans person is going to end up. Is it going to be a male prison, a female prison? Are they going to put him in solitary? Who the hell cares? But we actually have this person that says, my personal opinion is that a 16-year-old shouldn't be tried as an adult and doesn't belong in prison with adults regardless of gender. This is nothing new. Like, teenagers and kids that commit murder and other, like, crazy-ass crimes get tried as adults all the time. Maybe not necessarily get put into prison with adults, but get tried as adults all the time. You're talking about a murder. One kid died. Murder's already, 25 to life. The 8 other kids that were injured, and also it was a premeditated thing, obviously, because it's a school shooting. I can't even fathom why somebody would give a shit what happens to either of these two people. Like, after making this video, after uploading this video, and maybe discussing it with people in the comment section for a while, give it a few hours, a few days, and these people will never cross my mind again. They're going to go to prison for potentially the rest of their lives. And if somebody finds out in prison what they did, there's a good chance they might get beat the fuck up. It's just so crazy, man. This whole thing stems from the fact that this one person, not the person pictured here, is transgender. That's it. It's all that matters. The fact that this person is transgender, these people are losing their minds over the fact that this judge gendered the person correctly, and they're worried and concerned about what's going to happen to this kid. What prison is he going to go to? Is he going to be with other prison inmates? Are they going to beat him up? Are they going to rape him? Are they going to do this, that, or the other to him? Who the hell cares? Why are you worried about the best interests of this person? Who gives a fuck? I hope the worst things happen to them. Anyways, I just felt like talking about this, man. I was laying in bed, seeing this story, and I had to get up. I was like half asleep. That's how much I was like pissed me off. It's kind of a somber video. I've gotten a little bit heated at certain parts, trying to control my anger. I've let it get the best of me in the past with certain video topics. Trying not to let that happen here. We've seen some pretty crazy shit throughout the years on the channel talking about the LGBTQ community and all other stuff, but this is probably one of the most shocking things I've seen, that is them like finding any sort of positive about the situation. Like, if this kid wasn't trans, would they even be concerned at all what happens to them? Probably not. This isn't really a style of video we ever do. This isn't a subject that we ever cover. We don't talk about general news like this or school shootings or anything dark like this. We try to be entertaining, try to be funny on the channel, but this was just something that just angered me, and it falls in line with kind of the stuff we do talk about. I'll have the Yahoo article and the Reddit thread linked in the description below. If you choose to go over to that Reddit thread and voice your own opinion, more power to you. Either way, I'm going to go eat a little something and then get a couple hours of sleep, maybe get up and make me an FF7 remake video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video somehow, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter at @the-david, at my Discord. The links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me a smile, give me forever for a while, give me forever for